My thought for today is difference between a want and a need. Difference between a want and a need. And if we're going to have peace, we've got to recognize that. Today's gospel, Jesus is talking to a rich young man. And the rich young man's trying to justify himself, saying, I do all those things. I'm like the one who sets the mark. I'm the guy who kept them all from my youth. Look at me. And Jesus said, yeah, but I challenge you in this way. You got a lot of possessions. Why don't you give some to the poor and come follow me? I was like right there where it hurt. Right the bullseye. And he went away sad, right? Well, he didn't discern well what was a need and what was a want. Jesus obviously thought some of his stuff was not a need for that guy. And so it could be in our own life. Do we need another pair of shoes? Do we need another fishing lure? I ask myself, do I need another book to put on my shelf? Because I got a lot of them, and I like them. But honestly, sometimes I look at my shelf and say, I could spend the next 30 years reading my own books, and I probably wouldn't finish them all. All right, if I'm really honest. The difference between a need and a want. Now, what the man in the gospel lacked was actually the love of God commandments. He was doing the love of neighbor commandments because it was all about honor your father and mother, do not kill, do not commit adultery, do not covet. They're all love of neighbor. But what he lacked was love of God. And he could have done that maybe with more prayer time. He could have done that with more acts of charity, meaning God the source of his acts. He could have spent more time reading the scriptures. In our own lives today, I'm going to kind of keep it brief with my throat, but are there any things in your life that are more like a want than a need? Can you differentiate between the two? If you can say at the end of the day, Lord, you can have what you want. It's all yours. Then you're free. Then you're free. Okay? I have a gift for everybody because I'm in a really good mood. I promised you last week, for those who are here, I sent a donation to these Carmelite sisters in Denmark, Wisconsin. Okay, and we're becoming better friends because I keep sending them money. Now, they hand make rosaries. These are cloth, and they're really strong. Okay, and they endure, and they're very pretty. We got a pink one here. Okay, pink. I got purple ones for the guys. Don't worry. And I gave out some of these last year. I'm going to give them out again. And so you can all take one. If you have a really beautiful rosary already, you can just take one for somebody you think I want to give it to. Okay? Say, there's somebody I want to give a rosary to. Now, why am I doing this? With the seminarians, I have talked about a rosary brigade. All right? A rosary brigade. And so I have seminarians that are going out and praying in front of that abortion mill on Vandalia on Wednesdays and Fridays. Okay? And they're praying the rosary and holding some signs. And I invite some of you to join them in a rosary brigade. Okay? The other thing is, sometimes young students are walking around campus at 9:30 at night, little groups, 5, 6, 7, 10, praying the rosary for all of us on campus. Okay? here in our own chapel at 4:30. The seminarians can come in daily and pray a rosary. But I want to invite you to a rosary brigade. Maybe it means you talk with some students on your floor and you say, hey, why don't we go down to the end of the hall and pray a rosary once a week on Sunday nights? Maybe it's at the Adoration Chapel, Coach comes. Maybe you can join some of the groups walking around campus 9:30 at night praying a rosary, okay? Or if you would, I'd love for you to donate an hour to praying in front of that abortion mill on Vandalia, okay? This is what is the kind of thing that's going to take it down. And it wouldn't be awesome, if the paper read someday, college students for life took down Planned Parenthood on Vandalia. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, we have a lot of mercy and compassion for the young women and men who go in there because they often feel very trapped and fearful. And we want to put a positive message out. You're not alone. We're here to help. But we have to do spiritual warfare, okay? And this is one weapon. It's called the rosary. All right. I'm going to have some people come on up now and take these baskets. This is a gift to you from me, from the sisters, Carmelites. Take one. If you already have a beautiful rosary, take one for one person to give it away, okay?